Ever wondered if your friendships are truly healthy? It's a question that many of us don't think about often enough. Friendships are supposed to be a source of joy, support, and mutual growth. But what happens when they start to feel more like a burden than a blessing? It's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Sometimes we get so caught up in the routine of our relationships that we fail to notice the subtle signs that something might be off. We all deserve to be surrounded by people who lift us up and make us feel good. True friends are those who celebrate our successes, support us through our struggles, and make us feel valued and understood. But sometimes, friendships can be tricky. They can be filled with unspoken tensions, hidden resentments, and unaddressed issues that slowly erode the foundation of the relationship. Like, you might really love someone, but there are these little red flags popping up that you just can't ignore. These red flags can manifest in various ways, such as feeling drained after spending time with them, noticing a lack of reciprocity, or feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Recognizing these red flags can be tough, but trust me, it's better to know now than later. The sooner you identify these issues, the sooner you can address them and decide whether the friendship is worth saving or if it's time to move on. So in this video, we're diving deep into 5 major red flags in friendships that every girl should watch out for. These red flags are not just minor annoyances, they are significant indicators that something is fundamentally wrong in the relationship. Get ready to spill the tea, because we're about to get real about toxic friendships. We'll explore each red flag in detail, providing examples and insights to help you recognize them in your own relationships. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what to look out for and how to protect your emotional well-being. Okay, first up, let's talk about those friends who are constantly negative. You know the ones, right? Like, you try to tell them something positive and they always find a way to turn it into a downer. It's like they can't handle any good vibes. And I'm not saying your friends can't ever be negative. Everyone has bad days. But if someone is constantly bringing you down with their negativity, it's going to start to affect you. You might find yourself feeling more anxious, stressed, or just generally unhappy. If you have a friend who's a total negative Nancy, it might be time to have a serious conversation with them. Have you ever had a friend who just makes you feel like invisible? You know, you're always there for them, but when it comes to you, it's like crickets. It's like you're putting all this effort into the friendship, but you're not getting anything back. And it's exhausting. Being in a friendship where you constantly feel undervalued can really mess with your self-esteem. Friendship is a two-way street, and both people need to feel valued and appreciated. If you're constantly feeling like you're putting in more effort than you're getting back, it might be time to reevaluate the friendship. Okay, let's be real, we all gossip sometimes. But there's a difference between harmless gossip and straight-up betrayal. You know, like when you tell a friend something in confidence and then they go and tell the entire school, or worse, post it on social media. Yeah, that's not cool. Friends who constantly gossip or betray your trust are not friends you want to keep around. Trust is like the foundation of any good friendship, and once it's broken, it's really hard to rebuild. You deserve to have friends who you can confide in and who you know will have your back no matter what. Okay, imagine this. You have a friend who's always asking for favors, borrowing money, or needing help with something, but when you need something from them, crickets. Yeah, that's a one-sided friendship, and it's about as fun as it sounds. It's like they're always taking, but they're never giving anything back. Friendships should be a two-way street, where both people are giving and receiving equally. If you're constantly feeling drained and used by a friend, it might be time to have a conversation with them about setting some boundaries. Real friends are there for each other, both in the good times and the bad. Let's talk about peer pressure, because that stuff can be toxic. You know, like when your friends are trying to pressure you into doing something you're not comfortable with. Real friends respect your boundaries and would never pressure you into doing something you don't want to do. If you have friends who are constantly pressuring you to do things you're not comfortable with, it might be time to have a serious conversation with them. True friends empower you to make your own choices, even if those choices are different from their own. They support you, they encourage you, and they love you for who you are, not who they want you to be. So there you have it, 5 major red flags in friendships that every girl should watch out for. Remember, your friendships should bring you joy, not drama. Take a moment to evaluate your own friendships. Don't be afraid to prioritize your own well-being and surround yourself with people who lift you up and make you feel amazing. Let's create a supportive community where we can all learn from each other's experiences.